it's snowing, yeah. Skin and cut, got a, she want the pie, I don't no more, got a in the car, and the got a nightlife. I'm popping the G6, I'm on the G600, still I'm flowing. Get up and get up and get up. Yeah, I done ride through the streets in a clan to come here and get by. Feeling like a Dubai, feeling like Tupac. Riding a new drive. Got two girls in the cut.
Now to the good part.
Good evening, everyone. This, you know, these two teams rack up the assists. Right, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
So, the Mexico City starting five. We've got Jake LaRavia. Also Fleming out there, and it's Landry in at the point guard position. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
There's the drive. Mexico City shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Landry against Durant. To the middle, trying to find Smith. He's got it now. And the shot is good.
Good work inside from Smith Jr., putting that size to work.
Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Pass to Landry. Inside. The shot by Fleming, no good. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Thompson. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
For Mexico City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Whitehead passes to Fleming. Gets the front of the rim and out.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Smith with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Smith's got his second bucket tonight.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Now here's Williams. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Whitehead passes to LaRavia. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Rockets leading by 5. Thompson outside. The wide open look for Durant. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Mexico City has possession. Pass to Fleming. Landry with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's the screen. The floater. And Landry lays it up and in.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Now Şengün. Left side Durant. Back to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Smith missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Whitehead. Mexico City moving it around. Landry no good. And so Şengün will bring it up for Houston. 6-point lead. KD against Landry. Goes up from the top of the key. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Whitehead passes to Landry. Here's Whitehead. From outside the arc. Kept alive.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Mexico City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. He's off on the 1st. This season just getting going still. How quickly, Greg, can teams gel together and become one?
It really depends on the makeup of your team. How many new guys are on the roster? The style of play. Do the new additions have any previous chemistry with some of your players?
Now, here's Thompson. He had 10 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. 4 on the shot clock. Smith sets the pick for Williams. Puts up a deep 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Williams has got 5 now.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
Here's Fleming. 23 points for him the last game against Oklahoma City.
And we need to mention the impact he had on the defensive side as well. He blocked a couple shots and altered others.
Whoa, what a play!
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Whitehead passes to Landry. All alone. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Landry's got his second basket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Tries from the block. The shot by Thompson, no good. Mexico City trails by 9. Landry passes to Fleming. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Fleming's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Thompson, and it's Mexico City with the rebound. Here's Whitehead, and it's Durant with the rebound.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
The Rockets with another miss.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
LaRavia with it, picked up by Thompson. Landry inside, he's against Smith. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Williams. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And that's now 9 points for Williams.
And good pass right there from Smith Jr. His teammates appreciate that selflessness.
For the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Smith. Shepard comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Williams. And the layup is good.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And so it's Houston with it. 7-point differential. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
He lobs it up.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Thompson passes to Capella. Now Shepard. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Pippen outside. There's a good screen from past the arc, and he's good on the three ball. Pippen's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Pass to Pippen to the left side wing. Pulls up, and there's another one for Mexico City.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Yang. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Rockets leading by 6. Here's Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Here's Pajemski. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Left side, Pippen. Pippen, a screen on Thompson. Here's Landry. No good that time. Good D by Thompson. Now Shepard. Capella sets a screen for Shepard with the drive, and finished off by Shepard.
And Shepard is a solid decision maker. If there's an opening, he's going to take it.
Timeout called here. Mexico City decides to talk it over. This is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round one.
Yeah, these season series are fun to monitor. There are lots of ebbs and flows, and I'm curious to see how it's going to start out.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jones comes in for Şengün, and Kevin Durant is subbed in for Thompson. Here's KD, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting, in particular from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
Rockets leading by 7. Capella with a screen on James. Over James. Again, the Rockets score.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
There's the pick. Here's Pippen. Almost, but it rolls out. Houston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And KD throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Out to the wing, just 3 on the clock. And no good that time. And so it's Houston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Thompson is out there with Podziemski. And it's Şengün in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And it's LaRavia missing.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Thompson misses. Mexico City trails by 13.
Come get it, come get it.
Here's Whitehead. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Podziemski grabs the board. Smith finds KD. Unloads from 13. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 16 points for Kevin Durant. Here's Whitehead. He's defended by Podziemski. Outside Landry. Shoots the three. It's in. It's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Landry passes to Fleming. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to Şengün. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Houston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Shoots from 14, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Smith. Thompson's got 7 points. Mexico City trails by 14. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, "I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense." Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie. He gets it in there.
There is no limit to what KD can do scoring the basketball.
Timeout called here. Mexico City decides to talk it over. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. 4 on the clock. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Şengün drives in. Can't hit from in close. And stolen by Şengün.
You watch Şengün, he has all the moves on the interior.
Rockets have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
He's off on the second. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
And then Durant with the dunk.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Thompson against Landry. To the inside. A shot by Fleming, no good.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
It's deflected. Landry passes to Whitehead. Back to Landry. Pass to Fleming. Outside Landry. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Durant. And KD's got the ball here for the Rockets. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Şengün with the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Whitehead passes to LaRavia. Down low. Deflects the pass. Whitehead's shot is off. Rockets leading by 21. To the inside. Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Out to the right wing. There's the lob to the hoop.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Durant feeling it out a bit. Can't connect from short range. Mexico City trails by 21. Outside Landry. Laravia finds Landry. Mexico City needs to get a shot off here. Shot's good by Whitehead.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Rockets leading by 18. Smith sets the pick for KD. And the shot goes in. Durant's got 26.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Laravia. From downtown, it's rebounded by Şengün.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Landry passes to Whitehead. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Here's Durant. The Rockets again can't hit. Mexico City has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Landry up top. He's covered by Thompson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Houston leading by 23. Smith kicks to Williams. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 6 assists here tonight.
And, you know, the more you watch Smith, the more you marvel at his feel for the game.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. He's perfect from the line this time. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. It's stolen. Here he goes, and Laravia slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Back to Landry. Buries the long-range jumper. Landry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And finished off by KD.
Well, the rangy athleticism of KD on display, stretching it out to throw that one down.
Landry passes to Fleming. Back to Landry. A 3. And Mexico City, another 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Şengün's checked in for Clint Capella. So Mexico City going with almost an entirely new group here. Williams against James. Inside, here's Durant. Landry grabs the miss. Landry's got his 4th rebound in this one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
The first free throw is good.
And what you love about Bronny James is his defense-first mindset. Whether he's at the point of attack or playing off the ball, he's a disruptor.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Herbert Jones comes in for Jabari Smith. Shepard's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Williams. James dishes to Landry. Over to the left wing. James, the pass to Fleming. Now, here is Landry. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Jones. Now Capella. Back to Thompson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So Mexico City going with almost an entirely new group here. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's Shed missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Jones with the screen on James. Here's Shepard. And finished off by Shepard.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepard a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
They set the screen. Pippen with a wide-open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Pippen's got 10.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Shepard with the ball. Capella sets a screen for Shepard. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the 3rd quarter underway in just a moment.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the pop. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Rockets.
Their offense made.
And that'll do it for halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
He is giving the fans exactly what they came to see. He is a human highlight reel.
On the court for Mexico City, we've got Whitehead. Jake LaRavia out there with Fleming. And it's Landry in at the point. Katie against Landry. Smith with a screen on Landry. Outside Durant. Screen by Şengün. Durant finds Şengün. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves.
So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that 3-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release. because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And here's KD for three. The Rockets again can't hit.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
And the rejection by Smith.
And staying connected to the shooter, Smith has elite defensive tools. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Whitehead passes to LaRavia. To the middle. Plays it up and banks it in. 10 points for him.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
KD against Landry. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
It's Durant on the wing. He's covered by Landry. Shot clock at 5.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
And Alperen Sengun gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Timeout called here. Mexico City decides to talk it over.
Looking now at some numbers for Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. Checking in at about 24 points per, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they needed him.
Shots good by Williams.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to LaRavia. They set the pick. And once again off the mark by Mexico City.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Steps back. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Landry. There's the pick. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Monday, they'll be taking on Tyrese Maxey and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And for their matchup with the Magic, it will be the 9th bit of action for them during this young season. Every game a step closer to the finish line.
Outside, KD. Here's Williams. Sengun kicks to Smith. Thompson looking for an opening. And Thompson throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Back to you.
I appreciate the update, Allie. Thank you. Smith outside. Lets it go. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Laravia. Guarded by KD. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And checking out some numbers here for Landry. Great showing for him last season. Second in scoring, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor. An absolute magician with the basketball. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of. If you don't want your pocket picked, here are last season's steals leaders. Second, Amen Thompson.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
So he gets them both. And so Whitehead will bring it up for Mexico City. They trail by 18. Outside Landry. They set the pick. No good with the triple. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Williams. The Rockets again can't hit. Mexico City trails by 18. Now Laravia. Pass to Fleming. Here's Whitehead. 5 to shoot to the inside. And it's blocked by Şengün.
And Şengün got himself in great position, used that length to deny him at the rim.
Houston leading by 18. Now here's Williams. He's got 13. Smith outside. And it's good from the elbow. Smith's got 10 points.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Whitehead passes to Leonard. Pass to Fleming. Mexico City moving it around. Connects from three-point range. Whitehead's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Mexico City. Outside, KD. Back to Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Rocket shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats. Arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
No, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Houston making some changes. Jones checked in for Smith. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Williams. James checked in for Mexico City. Podziemski finds Jones. Here's Podziemski. Pass to KD. Hits the three-point bomb. KD's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
To the left wing. Laravia with it. Shoots. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside for Durant. Off target with his 3. Mexico City trails by 18. James the pass to Fleming. Outside, James. Pass to Laravia. 6 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Kevin Durant. That shot off. Here's Whitehead. He's got 9. Pass to James. There's Whitehead. He's covered by Thompson. Here's LaRavia. Had a hand on it. From 13 feet, it goes down. He's got 17.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Şengün with the screen for Jones. And the layup's good off the glass. Jones has got his 2nd basket of the game.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Pass to Fleming. Over Jones. The offensive rebound. A nice shot by Fleming.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside, Jones. Back to Thompson. In the corner, Şengün with it. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the 3rd. Outside, Jones. 6 to shoot. The 3. It's good from long range. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he is a huge talent, and he's been hitting shots, but so have his teammates. It's been a collective effort.
From deep, James. The Rockets pull it in. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Back to Podziemski. Jones from outside. A rebound by Shed. Mexico City trails by 19. Good, nice job down low.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Rocket shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Capella sets a screen for Shepard. Pass to Capella. There's 37 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Yang pass it to James. Mexico City moving it around. And it's Shed missing. Rockets leading by 17. And here is Capella. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's Pippen. And here's James outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Podziemski out there with Shepard. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Back to Pippen. Lets the 3 fly. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Mexico City. It's an 18-point game. Driving in. Podziemski grabs the board. Pass to Capella. Now Shepard. KD on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
And we see Brandon Pajemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
It's good.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Now Smith. Pass to Shepard. Tries from 16, and he drops that one in. And the Rockets lead by 21.
One thing Shepard brings is efficiency. As a jump shooter, pretty rare for someone his age.
Here's Shed. Rockets with the rebound. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Puts it up from 7, and it's Shepard missing.
Yeah, normally that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
Offside Pippen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Pass to Shed. On the wing, James. Here's Shed to the wing on the left. Here's Yang. Drains the three-pointer.
If any defense gives you that much cushion, you have to take that shot.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Şengün's checked in for Clint Capella. Thompson comes in for Shepard. And it's Williams in for Brandon Pajemski.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Houston.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Here's Smith, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. Here's Williams. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
For Mexico City, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Landry. And once again off the mark by Mexico City.
Well, after spacing the floor for them in the first half, he's gone cold from out there. Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Pass to Fleming. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
With the step back. 5 to shoot. Durant down low. He's covered by Landry. KD's shot is good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
To the right side. Landry with it. Picked up by Thompson. The tray. And Mexico City, another 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
Landry passes to Laravia. There's the triple. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Smith finds Williams. Now here's Thompson. In the corner, Smith with it. Here's Williams, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Mexico City trails by 21. Here's Whitehead. Outside Landry. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Williams. Thompson outside. Durant against Landry. KD passes to Williams. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
And after not getting to the line in the first half, he has changed his mentality. He's being much more aggressive.
Landry against Thompson. Whitehead passes to Fleming. Good on the triple. Fleming's got 12 points here in the second half.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Thompson. Whitehead with the rebound. And so Whitehead will bring it up for Mexico City. They trail by 14. To the wing right side. Throws it up high.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Outside Durant. Jumper is off. Mexico City trails by 12.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And that one misses.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And the second free throw, good. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Outside Landry. Smith there for the rebound. Rockets leading by 13. Here's Şengün. Big time move inside.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
For Mexico City, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. First one falls for. And both free throws good for Landry. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Williams fires, and it's off. Mexico City trails by 13. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Thompson outside. Here's Durant. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Jacks up a three. Smith there for the rebound. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Thompson outside. Screen by Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks down the three.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Rockets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for KD.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
Now here's Williams. So we see Houston taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm,